Guys and girls, welcome back. Last but not least, we have the surrounds that I'm going to be running in my MartinLogan XT setup. These are not XT, but these are MartinLogan Motion. They are the MPs. What I like about the MPs is their versatility to mount them in very many different ways. Firing up, firing down, much like the SVS Elevation, you can do a lot with this speaker. You do not buy them in pairs, you buy them each. So you can buy as many or as little as you want, use them for Atmos, use them for surrounds, use them for front heights, use them for fronts if you want. Just sort of, if you are deep into this hobby and you know anything about Trinov and how many different speakers you can run on their systems, you can run front height. No, you can run front. There's so many different configurations you can do. You can put left, center, right. You can put them high. You can put them low so they meet in the middle. You can run so many. But I mean, with these, you can build out a system like that. I actually have no idea what to expect on these. I took the white to match the rest of my setup. But I don't know, is it going to be the same finish? Are these different? Let's see, I have no idea. If you guys have not watched the fronts, the 200s and the 100 center, either go check them out now or finish this video and then go watch them. And like with all my other videos, we get to the testing later. In this video, we show you the products. We touch on spec, but as you guys know, I do not live on paper. I tell you what they sound like, what they make me feel. We will do that in the testing, but let's see what these are all about. Let's touch on price while I'm doing this. Not cheap. These are basically just under 12,000 Rand per speaker. For the American guys, I will put the dollar in there again, but MartinLogan is a very premium brand and there's nothing cheap about them, from build quality to finish to looks to sound, just all primo stuff. Again, on top, like with all the others, we get a little accessory box. This is much the same as the accessory box that you get with the center. And still, while these are not marked as XT and MP, I get much the same feel. So I gather that they are meant to work together in a harmonious system. Let's see what we have here. Yes, we have the same. We have the stickers. We have the different ways of mounting, which I found very interesting. So let's quickly check this out. There you can see we have 1, 2. You can invert them, you can turn them around. Looks like they come with a bracket, which I find very cool. Let's go in. So this accessory box will have said brackets. This is the bracket you will mount it with. Basically looks, if I look at this, that you mount this to the wall first and then the speaker clips on this with a few different positions that you can do this with. Very much like the SVS. The SVS had a very different but similar approach to how things are done. And again, we have the screws that we need to mount to the speaker with the Allen key. And if you're not mounting, you have bump stops. And I also think the bump stops are good if you are mounting to a wall, not to damage your luxurious finish. You can put these where they might get close and touch the wall. And again, we have the MartinLogan logo separate, so you can mount it to the way that you are going to be installing them. And their stuff is just so premium. Even this little logo, just absolute. Doesn't this just feel like you're buying a Rolex or something? It's the packaging, man, the packaging. And then many of the lesser manufacturers will try save on packaging, but when you are paying this price for the fronts, for the center, for the surrounds, you expect a certain level of class. And it's like, we don't care if it costs more. You want it. You just want it. Let's get to unboxing this. Let's slide it out. Packaging again, very good. This was not box in a box. This is one box, but it is a much smaller package. So I understand why they do that. Again, we have the little bags. Car covers. I call them car covers, like your premium car on a cover. Are you going to be covering your surrounds? I do not know. But because they did it in the rest, why would they skimp out now and not do it in these? And also I think white might be, you know, a bit of a chore to keep clean. So I like my speakers clean. Am I going to get on a ladder and cover them every time? No, I won't. But I'm most definitely going to cover those. Will I do the center? Maybe, because I'm doing the rest. I will see. We will get to that when we do the complete system video. Very good packaging. That is nice. That is nice. The speaker for surround feels nice and weighty. Let's do this. Yeah, this is exact same fit and finisher. These are of the exact same lineage as the fronts and the center. We have our beautiful matte white finish. We have the ribbon, or what do they call this tweeter again? Okay, so yeah, they did things slightly differently. They have a 1990 waveguide on this. Frequency response on this is 81 Hz to 25,000 kilohertz. Plus minus 3 dB. Power handling again, a lot of power these can take, 20 to 200 watts, 92 dB efficient, 5 ohm independence, exactly the same as the center, but different from the fronts. Those are 4. I'm sure they've got their way that they work it out and make it work. Then this is a two-way crossover, 2100 Hertz, and the driver we have for the mid is a 5.5 inch. And this is their Kevlar construction. Let me read that to you if you guys have not been following this. This is a woven fiberglass cone, cast polymer basket, non-resonance, asymmetrical chamber format, unibody cone construction. So although it looks the same, this is more of a fiberglass weave that they have in here, but it looks identical. Looks identical. 5.5 inch. The tweeter is smaller. Without looking at the specs, yeah, 1 inch. This is a 1 inch tweeter, and again, this is a ribbon tweeter, but as MartinLogan likes to call it, it is a Gen 2 obsidian folded motion tweeter with and that's the diaphragm. So yes, basically a ribbon tweeter. They just call it something else. Stealth rear ported. What's that mean? Oh, let's get to the back. Let's get to the back. That's very trick. That's very trick. So they know that this is going to be placed close to a wall. So a port firing onto a wall is never a good thing. So this is stealth rear ported. I'm still trying to figure this out. Does it fold into the inside? I'm going to look for some online pictures. It looks, oh, there we go, there we go. So it flows out there. Okay, let me show you guys. I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. Let me take this completely out. Can you see? Let me get the light. Can you see there? So the port flows in there, almost makes like a handle. And this is flared. I almost thought it's coming out there, but it's going in there. Single binding post, again, it's got that clear type of look onto it. We have the Motion 10 in there. We have a whole sort of, this whole back piece is cut so the speaker fits over. Very nicely done. This feels very different to the milled aluminium on the center. This is just plastic. That is milled aluminium on there. Here we have the mounting anchor points for this bracket. I want to see how this works. This I'll get to mounting tomorrow because I don't have my hardware with me now. So those slots in. So it follows the shape of the speaker, and then you just slot it in at the angle that you want. I'll go more into detail when I've actually figured this out exactly. But I'm going to be mounting these up against the wall like so. I want them playing slightly down. So I'm going to see how exactly is the best way to mount them to get the proper achieved angle. I wonder how much angle that bracket can give. I will need to check. I might need to play around with this a bit to get the absolute exact, because I want them to properly play down. So, but also to the side. So when you are setting up a system of these, when you are building a room, you don't want your surrounds to be on the ceiling, because they are surrounds. So if they are going high up, you want them to be in the corner, and not in the corner, but I'll put a little picture where it's on the wall but up high but playing down towards you. And then for Atmos, you want speakers above you, so you still get the desired effect of surround to Atmos. Otherwise it just becomes one big mush and all of it sounds like Atmos. If you guys are doing these as Atmos, you are going to be doing it completely different. Then your surrounds need to be to the side of you, and that needs to be up in the corner playing down towards you. So again, you don't get one big mush and you still get that effect. Just note that when they are up in the corner, you will get the Atmos, but it will not be directly above you like a ceiling speaker, but it's still very good, especially having a speaker like this with a very wide dispersion waveguide. It does throw the audio through the entire room. I am a big fan of a waveguide. Many people will say it's horn loaded. In a sense it's horn loaded, but it's not. It's just a waveguide, but it does give you that, and it does sound amazing. So what this does differently than clips. Clips is not a ribbon tweeter, or as MartinLogan likes to call it, obsidian folded wave. It is a ribbon tweeter in sense. It does not give you the harshness, so it's all the detail, all the clarity, but none of those fatiguing highs, but still in that format, which for me, I've not heard these, but in theory, just tick, tick, tick. I cannot see these sounding bad, but we need to test them. We need to test them. The finish is exactly the same as on the others. Premium white spray painted, very nicely finished. Very slimline speaker, but still hefty. They made up for the volume in the length of the speaker and not in the depth. I'm just, while I'm doing this video, trying to figure out how I'm going to mount this to get the right angle, but that is going to be for tomorrow. Guys, this is a shorter video than the others. As you guys would expect, there's not too much I can go over on this. It is basic of sorts, but also complex in the form that you can do a hell of a lot with this speaker. Okay, I'm not going to ramble on too long. I wanna get to testing these boys, and I'm very excited to do so, guys. Please stay safe. Enjoy your Easter weekend. This is Easter weekend I'm going into now. I want to see you here on the next video on that topic. Please, if you enjoyed this, go like, subscribe. Don't just be one of the guys that watch the videos and don't do the necessary stuff. You guys obviously enjoy this, you want to support me, and I want to bring you the best content, and I need your help, guys. Please go click like, subscribe, share. Helps the algorithms, helps me out, brings more stuff. None of this is sponsored. None of it is sponsored. I do have some sponsored products that come in, but they go back. This is bought with my own hard-earned money. I have invested in MartinLogan because I believe in them being a premium brand that is not for the masses, and that is sort of what I like. I don't like it when anything is for the masses. I like when it's bespoke. This is For me, like I said in the other videos, the hypercar of speakers, it's been unobtainium for me for a long time, and it just oozes class with the little car cover to hide the speakers, like it's standing here. It's just, oh man, it's beautiful. And it's like you can just see little feet sticking out, and it's like, take me for a drive. Love it, love it. So I've invested into the brand. These are going to be in store. These will be on demonstration by me. If you guys are interested in any MartinLogan products, including the big electrostats, I will have them. And they will come in time. They are just going through power testing and all of that to get the right SABS marks. These are not grey imported. All of these speakers coming through the legit channels. So when you buy from me, you know it's the right product. There is warranty on those products and support behind them, which is very important. And if there's power like on the electrostats, it's gone through the correct testing, which the grey guys just don't do. They don't care, but we do. So we want you to have the right products in the right environment, having the right backing, as a premium brand should. So hit me up. We can do a whole system for you. And what I do differently, I do not push a brand on you. Come to me, sit down, have a cup of coffee. We go through demos. I will play you different setups, play you different speakers, and then you can decide what is better for you. Okay, next video will be testing. I will start with the fronts, move to the center, then do these, and then I'll do a holistic approach of the entire system and how it works. Okay guys, stay safe. Cheers. Bye.